Hey y'all, I just wanted to show you I was using LANDR in a previous video. I made a little track in the browser, and now I've downloaded everything and want to just show you real quick how easy it is just to put into Ableton, make a track out of it, make like a quick arrangement maybe. So opening up Ableton, I'm just doing the Lite version, and that's perfect because it actually takes 8 tracks, and that's like the limit for this one. It's really inexpensive if you wanted to get more tracks, but this is free with just about any controller, drum pad, a lot of audio interfaces. So let's do a new set. What we'll do is, we don't need MIDI just yet, but just to get these going, you would just highlight them all. Actually, first you could do, you don't necessarily have to do this, but 155 is the tempo, and G minor. I don't think there's anywhere to put it in Ableton, but it's good to know. So you basically just put these in the audio thing, and then you could do something where you can hold down Control, Command on Macs, Control on Windows, and it basically gives all the different samples their own tracks. So playing them, let's see if it's probably going to be really loud, but let me see here. You can go to the right side and click, and it'll play them. Okay, they're good level. So what you could do, what's really cool in Ableton, it's like easy to make so what I do sometimes is I'll just highlight all these and then do Command or Control D, and it duplicates a bunch of them. And then one thing I can do is I can just mess around and just play one at a time. So there's the one. Yeah, so I won't use that one. There we go. So let's start out with those. So we can drag these up here, right? Make that the second one. So what I'm doing is you can click on something and then shift and then drag down. If you shift click, it'll like drag everything down. And what you could do is you can make your own arrangement and then play it with the play buttons on the right side. So let's say we just do the one for right now. What could go in with that? Like after bars. Maybe we'll do something else. No, not that one. There we go. Let's just do the pad thing. It's actually bass, but it sounds like a pad kind of. And then what you could do is go to one of these other tracks. You don't need the bass yet. So we can kind of do them. That's the kick. And kind of have them come in like this maybe. And see what I'm doing is you can just go over here. It just plays the whole line. And then you can click on a plus button or play button. And you can have that kind of come in next, and then the vocals. If you highlight, what you could do is, because every one of these lines plays with the play button on the right side. This is arrangement view, or no, this is scene view. Yeah, session view is this one. This is arrangement view, and I'll show you how you can do it real quick. So anyways, just in that little bit of time, I've already arranged something just with like highlighting and just doing Command or Control D. And then what I could do is, since I like that, I could duplicate that, and then I could do something, let's see. You could do the same thing kind of in here where you can like, you can do it to where you double time it. Or sorry. You can like, you can make it faster. And then you can keep doubling it up, which is kind of cool. And then add one more. So you can have so kind of like that. I don't know. This is kind of funny. You can do like that and have these all together, and there's where the kick comes in. And you can actually do something interesting with this. Like say if you want to, down here is like a loop marker. So this is the whole loop. You can just have it to where it just loops one kick. And then play it here. So it's kind of interesting. You can have it going with the other stuff, like you kind of hype it up, you know. And then you could just be like, kill these, and then listen to this. So you can be like, and then you can go into like the whole track and have it like, you can hear everything. See how it goes. And you'd probably need some other ones too. I mean, I think I was on that site, and had, let me see what there is here. LANDR samples, there we go. Perfect, it's on the same page. There was like, it is missing something. There was some other drums there, and there's percussion. So let's see. See, that's the kick we already have. It shows we downloaded it. There we go. See, there's the whole reggaeton sort of thing. All right, let's see what else we could use. And that we could use too. And that's a valuable one too. We can use that one. So yeah, bam. Okay, let's see what it does for percussion. We already got that one. Okay, so I think we got everything we need. I'm gonna check and see if there's anything else. No, we get the pad, the ARP. Yeah, oh, no, that's for the other one. You can also take these like, they might not match, but you could take other samples of other tempos and sync them up to this pretty easily. But anyways, yeah, let's go back to, so I've got a couple more samples to bring in. And then we'll bring them into Ableton here. You can only have 8 tracks, so it's limited, but you can get around that in some ways. 16. I guess we gotta play by the rules. But anyways, we got that arranged there already, and I'll show you how you can like basically like very easily do stuff. So anyways, it's kind of like the start of things, but you could see now if you go up here and just play like literally like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can actually press the enter key. Goes to the next one. Now as the pad in. And so you can just start adding things. Just playing enter. Watch this. And let's save this. I should relabel the tracks as well too, but I'll just put Latina, no, not all caps, Latina, caps lock is a thing. Latina, worship pop. We'll just call it worship pop 1. There we go. So now, watch this. Now here's where it gets crazy. So we can actually, instead of just hitting play, we can hit record, and I'll show you what that does. So now that we made like a real simple little beat just by clicking around, if we look over here, we actually have like where it's laid out in an arrangement. So let me just do a couple things over here. You can easily add and take away measures and such. But yeah, just let it play from the beginning. Let's see her. You can also add effects, which is kind of cool. You have a couple sends here. And so it's just these two. Huh. Kind of cool, and you get a little bit of reverb to give it some space and such, etc., etc. That's just a little freeze. And if it sounds too spacious, you just take the decay down and boom. Let's see where we're at here. There we go. But anyways, it's kind of like a little way to do, and it's nice. Say if you have to like, you want to paste the intro again after all this happens, you could just do like, there's this thing here called cut time, duplicate time. I think I already copied it. Or actually, sorry, edit that. You could do a Command C and copy that. And then after all this stuff goes down, you can actually, instead of pasting this, it'll just paste over everything. You could do something called paste time. And what it does is it actually it pastes the arrangement and just moves the other ones back. So I mean, it's not a very good transition, but hopefully you get the idea. You can also do a bunch of other stuff, like take those, you can cut, and then you can paste. So anyways, that's how to have fun in Ableton. One last tip, when you're finished, always go here to File up in the top left, and then you go down to Collect All and Save. What this is going to do is the original files are going to be different places around the computer, like these are in downloads. What it does is it just copies them into the folder itself, so you won't get any errors where it's saying we're missing files and all that. And it basically other projects, elsewhere, user library. We just click OK. And then boom, everything is in one folder. I think it's right on the desktop. So if we go to desktop, there it is. And you can see like it copies all those samples right into one folder. So if you need to share it, you could just be like right click and compress. I think it's the same on Windows, but you compress it. If you need to send it to somebody, you could just be like boom, share, and then you can message them or do it over Dropbox or mail it to them. If it's so big, it might not work out. Max, it does. It has something called AirDrop, or not, Mail Drop is what it's called, and that can go to people. But anyways, it's definitely late, and I don't need any more Latino pop. You know what? I might have got the name wrong on it. I want to make sure I labeled that correctly. What did it say? Pop Latino. Ah. So I'll have to change the name of this. I'll put Pop Latino Worship 1. There we go. Let's change it. Let's see. Yeah, so Pop Latino Worship Pop, and then we can actually go in. Is Ableton still on? Yeah, we could just save it as Latino Worship Pop 1. There we go. Bam. Great. So let's start up on the right foot. Pop Latino. Oh, yep, there we go. We can get rid of that one, and we got this one. Okay, perfect. So that's how you do it, sort of. Yeah, it's not on the right rhythms, but whatever. Bup, bup, bup.